very simple. This is called the Landle. The Landle is the smart way to lift. If you know anyone in your family that's got a bad back, for me, it's me. When you go to move something, by nature, so often we lift incorrectly. This is for one or even two people, and it's like giving you superhuman strength. It is really an amazing technology. I've got them considering moving furniture as we get closer to the holidays, right? We're almost into fall, believe it or not. Carrying firewood, for me, my to-do list, I have 3 rooms in the house my wife wants painted. And that means 3 rooms of furniture that have to be moved. And sometimes it's not the weight that you're lifting, but just the awkwardness of the boxes.
That's
Welcome
exactly
back,
right.
my friend.
Thanks for having me, Dan.
This is Nick Antolik, and Nick's a good buddy. At $25, $24.99, we've got easy pay on this one as well. If you've got a Q card, 6 easy pay payments, it forces you to lift in a smarter, healthier manner.
Dan, that's exactly right. This was designed by 2 physical therapists, a father-son duo, who found out that a lot of their clients were coming in from lifting.
Yeah.
And what they've done is they've created a product, a really wide lifting strap there that's completely adjustable. And what that does is not only give me ergonomic handles on things like these awkward boxes that don't have it, but just like you mentioned, it employs that proper lifting technique to make sure it's out in front of me and that I'm able to do that in a very safe and easy way.
Here's the deal. You buy these once, and you're going to have them for a lifetime.
That's right.
Because the materials that these are made out of, that strap is much wider than I've seen on any others.
Yep, 6-inch wide strap there.
And it goes from 6 inches the width to a full length if need be.
So about 3 feet all the way up to a little over 5 feet in the length there. But Dan, here's a perfect example of things that you're going to use this for in your home. This time of year, potting, moving stuff around.
I won't do it, but if you were going to lift
one of these, right?
And just watching you do that, you should have picked it up.
Okay, lifting it here is all right, but now how about putting it down on the ground, right? This is when you get those weird little pulls and tweaks.
That hurts watching you do it.
Instead of that, I've now added handles to this, so I can pick this up comfortably.
With your legs.
With my legs. I'm not getting my clothes dirty. I can drop that right down on the floor. And Dan, you mentioned this is not only a 1-person lifting system, but if you wouldn't mind giving me a hand
It's a 2.
here.
And this is a big bag of rubber mulch, ready? And you bend your knees and stand. And I'm telling you, it makes the weight feel like a lot less.
It does, because we're using those proper lifting techniques. The super wide 6-inch here is going to allow this to be securely. And now you and I can do this job together. So keep this in the house. You have the large ergonomic handles there, that bright green, so you're never going to lose it. And now lifting those awkward objects, whether it's you by yourself or somebody else, just makes it so much easier.
It's $25 well spent.
Yep.
Because I got to tell you, if you know somebody who's got a bad back, when I tweak my back, I'm usually out of commission 4 or 5 days in a row minimum. And this is the one piece of equipment that I rely upon to be able to move. Now, by the way, even if those boxes were empty, the normal way of picking them up, you wouldn't be able to see over the top of them.
But Dan, notice how she's able to do it with one hand. Your sight line, exactly. You can use that second hand. So this isn't just about the ease of, it's more so about the convenience that it is that true strength, but this is professional grade equipment. So yes, you're absolutely going to use it this time of year when you're moving the kids in and out, maybe back to school stuff. But this is something where you're going to have it and the light bulb goes off. Wait a second.
Go get the strap.
I can use the Landle to put handles on any lifting device that you have.
And that's part of it. Like for firewood, I use it more often for that than any other application.
And this isn't why they invented it, right? But this is something, again,
it works.
I can use this, use one hand, have that second hand open to open up the door. I'm not getting my clothes dirty. I use this all fall season long to grab the wood from the pile. And then when you drop it down, it all stays right there.
Nick, my entire workshop is still heated by wood.
Yeah, okay. And you would know.
So I'm moving lumber all the time. 2 cinder blocks again.
That's right. And what I wanted to show you here is, again, look at that super wide strap, but then also this has up to a 500-pound burst strength.
So good.
So this is something you're going to use. Now, this looks a little funny, silly over here, right? It's lightweight, but how about when you're doing that yard clipping and deadheading, drop these on, and now this is going to keep everything nice, neat, and organized for you. So that when you pull this out to the end of the street, you have everything there for you.
I'm going to tell you, that's actually funny. I own these.
Yeah.
And I hadn't thought about that application.
It's one of those things. Leave it in the garage.
Yep.
The bright handles. You're going to find applications.
We talked about this one. I rebuilt a deck on my property and was carrying boards 1 and 2 at a time.
How many trips would that be, right?
From where my driveway is, I had to go all the way around the side of the house, et cetera. With this thing, I'm telling you, I don't have a ton of upper body strength, and I'm afraid to lift because of my lower back. This thing doubled my ability to lift.
And Dan, the reason I want to show that is we hear so often that people who are using their hands every day.
Right.
Contractors absolutely love this. So whether it's you or somebody else.
If you work in tandem with somebody else, now you've got the perfect straps to make it easy to be able to lift safely.
And Dan, if you put these two together, now you can do that.
Do it one-handed if you needed to.
And think about that. Like, think about your fingertips on these little plastic things, right? Change of season, maybe getting the decorations out. We all know if these are full weight, this is all the pressure that you have on your little fingertips to grab that and hang on to it. That's putting all that pressure on. These large ergonomic handles make it so much easier.
Go back, Nick, and let's tell them the story again of who created this.
Sure.
Because if I saw this just hanging off a pegboard at the hardware store, I don't know that I'd be as impressed as I was hearing the story and getting to see all these different presentations.
I'll show you here, because two physical therapists had people that were doing jobs like this. And they open up the drawers and stuff like this, and then they have to bend over, get down on, and really kind of like wrench their backs a little bit. So what
these two physical therapists happen to be a father and son
duo
who are both trained in the same area of expertise.
Now they've said, hey, wait a second. Again, instead of using the fingertips here to get that out, what if we could add handles, ergonomic handles, to any piece of furniture to now make that super simple and easy to, again, my back is straight. The object is out in front of me. It's not blocking my sight. You lift with your legs,
not with your lower back.
That's exactly right.
Yeah.
So it employs it for you. It's causing you to lift the right way.
Which, one mistake, I'm telling you, you injure your back once and it will follow you for the rest of your life.
We've all been there.
So now these boxes here are, they're full.
Last time Dan gave me a hard time. Last time Dan gave me a hard time here, so I had to fill these boxes to make sure I'm getting the work out here.
That's so funny. Because last time they were empty, and
that's right.
I'm just picking on them. I go, they're empty.
That's exactly right.
Show no moxie.
And this is the difference here,
now.
right? So,
but normally you would carry it up here, and you'd be blinded by what you're trying to carry.
Isn't that right? And you definitely wouldn't have a hand free. But now I have the ability to pick these up, put these down, set them exactly where they should be. So it's not always about the weight, but it is about that convenience.
I guilted you into that.
You did.
Didn't I?
Dan did.
Oh, that's just beautiful. Sorry. $24.99, 6 easy pay payments on your Q card. If you don't have a Q card at this point, then today's a really good day to consider getting one. I'll tell you why. We don't offer 6 easy pay payments on very many items, and we certainly don't do it for everything. But when you've got a Q card, you can get today, normally it's 4 easy pay payments. Today you can get 6. And we've got a promotion. We have a promotion where if you apply and you're accepted, you get a is it a 20 or a 40? There's a $20 credit that'll go into your account.
Oh, wow.
So I got to get my numbers straight. Never let the dyslexic guy do that.
Is that
that promotion. Right. Yeah.
But Dan, here you're seeing
firewood.
All the different applications, and this is, again, one of those things where you see it, you get it. Hey, I have the ability to add handles onto any weird-shaped object to give myself that convenience.
And they're big handles.
The application that you're going to find, and please let us know. If you find a great application at home, let us know, and we want to add that to what we're showing here.
Well, again, do me a favor.
This is the example.
Let's pantomime it. Don't lift it.
A little bit.
This is a concrete urn. And every time I see you lift that, I feel it in my back.
And here's where you get into trouble, right? I'm wearing decent clothes here, and if I go to put this on the floor or, deadhead any of those plants or we're changing the decorations, now instead of that, I'm able to take this super wide 6-inch, 500 burst-pound strength strap there and apply these handles. So now, taking that same object out, dropping it on the ground, look at my legs. This is the proper lifting technique.
I agree.
This is what they call the power zone. So flat back, able to grab that, pick it up and down. And then Dan, you showed earlier, it's also for 2 people. And this is important because there's other lifting straps out there, but this is one that I can use, we can use together. If this bag of mulch, you're not having to grab it by the corner, rip it open, now we can do this together.
And we can extend this strap out, by the way. It goes from 3 feet to about 6.
Yep, absolutely.
So, can I tell you one of the easiest applications on this?
What's that?
Now, you do need 2 of them for it, but carrying a mattress.
Sure.
It's not that they're that heavy, they're just bizarrely awkward.
Exactly right.
So when you've got these and you got 2 people, each one with one of these, carrying a mattress becomes really simple.
And Dan, I'm showing you here, this is exactly how you're going to adjust it.
Some mattresses have handles on them, but they're in an exact spot that do you no good whatsoever.
That's exactly right. So 2 of these, you can absolutely grab the mattress. I stand about 6 feet tall, so this is, you can see, completely adjustable. So again, it's not just about the weight of the things that we're picking up, it's all about that convenience. So you're going to be blown away just how many ways the Landle, adding those handles to objects that are tough to carry, are going to help you at home.
I want to make a correction. By the way, I was right. This is a good day for me. I'm never right. Thank you. Today we do have a promotion that if you apply for a QVC credit card and you are approved, we'll put $40. Oh, it is $20, but it's 4 easy payments on your, I gotcha, okay. It's 4 easy pay payments on your Q card, so the graphic was incorrect. I have no idea. But what we have on the screen is correct. It's now correct. Tori, thank you. Tori's my boss today. It's called the Landle. Handles on anything, single or dual. Wonderful way of being able to move things in your home. Coming up, we're going to talk about a different type of